That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. Okay, well, everybody. Whoops. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video, series, whatever this is. I Love You, Colonel Sanders is what we're playing. It's been a while since I watched someone play this. So I can't remember anything that happens in this game. That intro was beautiful, and I am ready to start. So, let's do new game. What is my name? Let's go with Candy. Ooh. Come on. Oh, right, I have to read. Oh, this is gonna kill me. You sleep softly I'm sorry in the meantime. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. Let's turn the volume down a little. At least I don't have to add extra music. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in this moment forever. God, what the hell was that? Is that a chicken clock? Or you could wake up now. Now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock. Smack that clock and get up at him. Throw the clock at the window and stay in bed forever. Let's up and at him. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What would you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. No. Okay, you'll need to take this seriously. Allow yourself to daydream a bit. Thinking about the future, we're gonna take this seriously. I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Okay? You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pitsed, deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you need to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School and Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam? She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Candy. Are you excited for the first day of school? Good morning, Candy. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am excited. A little bit nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste the love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by master chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together, you rescued me from that quicksand box, but it's been cleared that you're the most loving and caring person that I know, and you're going to do great. But with the University of Cooking Academy for Learning's famous 3-day only semester, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam, has always had a flair for the dramatic. This is the summer she got So nervous about her first kiss that she took the tooth practicing on a mannequin. Well then. Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Let's pep talk her. Remember last month when we saw the fortune teller and she had our tarot cards read? The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares I've been trying to forget. I know she looks spooky, but she was so sweet and she told you you were gonna be destined for great things. Remember that the fancy looking remember that with that card. I'm so sorry. English. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower and the other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own, and I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we will be graduating and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. You leave Candy's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh, you can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she has to add extra letters to it to make her feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins look like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend Van the man has stopped looking at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styled his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van! Dude, he is gorgeous. You rang? You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as a professor so you amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the door directly next to it. Oopsie! I think it's broken! You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Hi, Pop. I'm Candy. So, are you going to make me hold the door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? Oh, I think it's just you. He's like a child. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Sprinkles! Oh my goodness! Okay. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor of CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rush around you, and a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom, because that makes sense. I'm chilly, someone close the window. And then he walks in. No! You're immediately swept in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him! It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland... Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be the Sweaty Sweats a lot. Maybe you should open that window back there before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Just hold on a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You both know my name. We were here in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults? Besides, when Candy sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Just gonna, It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. ... Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and complete the Brome cooking arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's arousing speech. Who is this dude? He's so weird looking. Okay. He reminds me of someone, I just can't put my finger on it. Hi guys. Sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you are even in the right place? You don't recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school, with you as my teacher. Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? I'm work spelled if you uttered one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that...
Disconnected.
Excuse me. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. Bzz, word. The class burst into laughter. Oh, Clink, you rascal. Sprinkle walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking based on what I'm picking up. You definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? Chicken snack! You reach beneath your apron and return a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Well, 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 I think there might be some competition for our new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but you pay no mind. If they wanted to succeed in life, they would have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you are left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Candy, there's still a seat here. It seems that no one has claimed the seat next to me if you're interested. Ooh, 2 good options, but which will you choose? I would really love to sit next to my best friend, but I feel like we would talk too much. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. You move to take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought books, pens, pencils, whatever. His perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. Thanks for offering me this seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can, do the best you can. It's the only way you'll ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. What is this, man? What is this? That's so inspiring. A little off topic, if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast! It's time for a pop quiz! Yay! A quiz about me! This is incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp. I need to go back to school. Keep your knives sharp and focus sharper. Here comes question 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to treat as chicken is to feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork? That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything that is prepared with love and not too much salt. Caramel meat, a pancake that looks like a silly face. Love, not too much salt. That's right. Oh man, I'm on a roll. Okay. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches culinary school. He is the best boy. That's right. Our total goal is 5 out of 5! Yay! Wow, to be honest, did you cheat? No, I actually didn't. You look up to see Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He's impressed. I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Thank you. Hot diggity, Candy, you scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Wow, the cafeteria is nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that the school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone can have your attention. Is it about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks! Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers! But Shh! Lunch. She said shush! In honor of our new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. You hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? And this... Yes! Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I've been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What do you think? We want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw. Nah, my dude. Nah. I'm just drafting a last will and statement in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what singer Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, I was just, writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like his. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any, I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite, and his eyes glow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and try to act unimpressed. Easy now, there's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transport you into another dimension. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. I'm trying to identify every flavor. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. Deeper. Yes, even deeper still until you find it. Could it be blank? He really did. How bold, how adventurous to use sugar? Sorry, that's my guess. You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and you realize this information was meant to remain secret, and yet, you know, a mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in this room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through time and space. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. I'm going to approach him! Ah! Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second? Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? Haha! How bold to come out and ask. And an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish a legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just you and me talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. You got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. He's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in and you can feel his warmth as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blank. It's something great my great-grandmother taught me. Blank? Wow, I never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. And blank is definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe, but you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you are wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders disappeared while everyone is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say, the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time. You'll figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Neg him on and show him your strength. Wow him with the big idea to add an additional ingredient to spice things up. Be modest and thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoyed your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were really complex, but comforting. The interplay between a salty and savory and peppery, it was perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Candy. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know we only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place! It's magnificent! Finally, we get to show our stuff! Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything. except maybe kisses towards the crowds of your fans. You're going to earn your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, we will be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders. Boink! Hey, Colonel. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Sure, Candy, I'll prepare a station. Without a partner, without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boop. Zzz. Oh my, two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen. I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friends' duties can be awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Let's do Clank, since he is an appliance of some sort. Sorry, Pop. I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. Okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp! Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I hardly know you. Clink jitters and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Look, it looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time for you to focus on cooking classwork. Alright, you two, today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make fire. You get the idea. Which dish should you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak terrier seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mom. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy! Yes! We're a thing! I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we can make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy! Couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes! No, please, let me. Picking the perfect produce is a passion of mine. It looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart. Sanders' heart is my business. You better keep your fingers off my man. Did someone call for me? No, geez, Van. Well, I'm over here crushing Candy's dreams. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes, and he tosses them into a boiling water, and his attention turns to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashley, Van. Are we working in the quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Candy was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. I was going to say that, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! I doubt it. Don't be rude, Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing. that positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together, like thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear: she's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks, in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your bestie who always has your back. I don't know. You turn to Miriam as soon as you find her. She senses it and looks back at this girl's friend. The in-need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Somebody threatening my friend! I will destroy them! Actually, I think that Ashley and Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust? Vis, my cooking skills as a chef, perhaps, but stepping away from this competition, you're sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Candy is my partner for today's activity. You look for sprinkles and hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short and sturdy stature. You look down at your station, but realize that the tension of this moment and your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed boiled potatoes into a creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know as well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand, holding a beautiful porcelain gravy boat, out of which he pours a smooth brown gravy, smoldering your nearly finished potato dish. The gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand there holding the same spork, and for a small moment, all the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley's sinister look, she knows she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage without thinking, you fling a sporkful of mashed potatoes right in Ashley's stupid face. Von, do something! Scooping up a fingerful of Von tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and grippy. Scooping up a fingerful, Von tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Candy. We do not waste food in the Brum cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expected better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. I can. Can I has potato face? Von rushes over a dish. Von rushes back over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes and gravy? Pathetic. In a few minutes, I've prepared a full meal graze upon my specialty, bias tactical of octopus with my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged from my supreme chef ancestors. You've ignored me for too long. That ends it now. It is I who will have the first bite, and it will look on with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Von Von and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish strikes my nose. It doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. It may have turned the process. The results could be toxic. Too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone steps back. Don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up into Pop's mouth. No! Pop winces in pain for just a moment, and then is almost immediately back to his obvious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. The shock has frozen the whole crowd as they're emotionless and as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and stopping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello, I turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out the room. At night, the building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders, in the quad's neon glow, speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing. Tasting them, it really reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him that you're developing feelings for him. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Candy? There's something I need to tell you. Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I could be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. Hey, no, you! Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that! I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. Forget him. We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero! What the heck? The spork monster is here to fight a hero! Von. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds! How dare you threaten me just as I was letting my guard down and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See? He's rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss Cynex any further, it's a turn-based feist sequence. What will you do? Oh no. No! This is like Undertale. Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cooking with love! Cooking with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upset Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on the attack. They spit up hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation? You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy. But okay, sure. Do what you do. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Let's just attack again. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go into the attack again, once again. Spork Monster uses Ulti Tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. But if you take any more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Defend. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up? No one controls No one can control this No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and quite frankly a little gassy. You better attack soon or you'll likely to explode. You decide to go on the attack. Chowdown! Chowdown does 2 damage. A powerful blow! Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares the ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile villain! Your region of terror stops here! Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Ah! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Finish him. Yeah. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. This monster messed with the wrong chef. Attack! You ready for your final attack? You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me, Candy. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open it. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have it signed it out is Burko? Barco? Orko. It sounds like a strangely familiar name. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you calm down from your battle buzz, you realize your final attack left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade. Passing out sequence. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. You must have helped you home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy! You want to thank him, but you know that you have the strength to utter... You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel the covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in gently. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you are together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkle's also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Whee! You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you've had. Were they memories or emotions? You lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used blank, and then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much as a secret, huh? It's probably because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. Alright, well, we're just gonna take a pause from that for now. That was a bit of a long episode, and we're like halfway through, I think. So that should be fun. I'm really excited to continue playing this game. It's a lot, very interesting. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'm so happy to actually be here face to face. So, hooray! If there's any games you'd like me to play in the future, just let me know in the comments, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!